Righty ho, let's have a look, see if it's working. Looks promising. Is it going to come up? Give us a thumbs up underneath the video if it's working. That would be useful. Type something in the chat. And then I can see that it's working my end. Lovely. Elaine, Roger, good evening, good evening. Let's just see anybody else there. Ollie's there. Hello, hello. Excellent. One or two people there then. Marvellous. Right, it doesn't seem to be many tonight. Is there something on tonight? It's not Easter, is it? That was last weekend. I've lost track of time this past week. Peter Seller, evening. Rob, hello, hello. I think there's more people there than it's telling me. Strange, never mind. Evening, Kevin. Thoughts with it? Thank you very much. Yes, it's been, yes, not the best of weeks. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Anyway, evening, Simon from Spain. Oh, very nice too. Sunnier there than it is here. Well, it's not been too bad today, is it? I haven't had the sprayers out today. I see they're admitting it now in the news. Have you seen that about the chemtrails, the crap we're spraying in the atmosphere to block out the sun? Mad, isn't it? Everyone gets solar panels, and it's, oh, we're going to block out the sun. So how are the solar panels going to work? Yes. That's Labour for you, isn't it? What can you say? Evening, Sam. Right, so a few things to tell you. Auction dates. As you know, the collectibles auction is going to be on the 11th. Slot machines on 25th. I've been having a good old sort out today upstairs in the unit, trying to make it make space now, because I've kind of finished the floor now. Got the shelves up. I actually took a couple of quick snaps. It's not very organised, but I'll show you in a minute. Snaps some more of the collectible stuff that's in, just quick phone snaps. And there's quite a few slot machines coming this sort of later this week. So for next weekend we should have quite a few new machines in to tell you about. I'll tell you about what I know is coming in a minute. I've got a couple of odd snaps people have sent me. A little video clip, a really interesting video clap. No, that's not right, is it? A video clip. Get the letters right. Video clip of electromechanical wall machine I've never seen before. Very interesting. It's like a spinning version of a Challenger, best way to describe it. Nice thing. There's a little collection of electromechanical wall machines coming in, which I know are quite the thing at the moment. Even Peter C. So some arcade stuff as well coming in. We had quite a few big arcade machines last time, didn't we? And there's yeah, looks like there's quite a few coming in again this time. So it's going to be another good slotty sale. Got the World's Fair and coin slot from 41 years ago. There's an interesting bit here about Brian's, and there's a bit about Crompton's as well. I just quickly noticed as I was pulling the papers apart. So we'll have a look at those in a minute. And anything else anybody needs to know or chat about, fire away. So yeah, inquest thing. That's yeah, prepping for that this week, and it's well, yes, can't go into too much detail, but. Hearing on Tuesday, that's going to be adjourned again, I think, because they're just so ridiculously corrupt you wouldn't believe. The coroner seems to think it's acceptable for the NHS to mark its own homework, basically. Bearing in mind how many times the NHS screwed up, I don't think it's acceptable, and I've told them so in no uncertain terms. 4.5 years to have independent investigations done, and they've had investigations done by the NHS into the NHS. So you can probably imagine I'm not best pleased. Anyway, that's all I'll say on that one for the moment. Right, let's have a look at some new stuff that's in. So, hang on a moment, now I click the right button. Right, for collectibles bits, I'll put this thing in the slot machine. I think there's a few leftover pictures from last week. Let me just get them up in the background here so I can see what I'm looking at, because it's very small on my little broadcasting screen. What am I looking for? Collector's sale stuff. Here we go. Right, so a few bits I haven't uploaded to the website yet, and then some new stuff I snapped earlier today. Right, so this is it's, limited edition motorbike prints, some quite nice ones there. Obviously I'll put all the details up of these when I list them properly. which I'll start doing late this week, hopefully. That's the plan at the moment. Good bits there for your garage wall if you're into your bikes. Yeah, so viewing for this lot will be on the 10th of May, auction on the 11th. That's the plan. It's going to be very tight for cataloguing because obviously, yeah, time's running out already, but that's the plan. I've got no plan to change it, so we'll get there somehow. Burning the midnight, or no doubt a few nights toward the end of next week, or across the next weekend or something, whatever. Nothing new there really, is there? Right, so yes, a few of these rather nice prints, all sort of 50s and 60s bikes. A decent size. These are sort of what, 2.5 foot or so by 18 inches, that kind of size prints, something like that. It's just one more, yep. And then we've got, just put this a little bit bigger on my side. Better, I can see what I'm doing then. There's a whole load, big collection, a lot more than this. There's 3 big boxes full of Morris Minor models, probably every different model that was ever made, I should think. Yeah, the guy used to have show-winning cars and collected all the different models as well, and he's now sold the cars, so he might as well sell the models as well. So I'll bundle them into lots. A couple of these little fairground tickets. Mickey and Donald Duck. Paul says, evening, just managed to find door out the games room. Been moving everything around to try and get the new bits in. Excellent. I've got a very nice machine you're going to want to look at in a minute, which I think you ought to buy. Unusual wall machine. I've never seen it before. Local to you as well. I mean, it was made local to you. I've got a little video clip. I'll show you in a minute. Right, where are we up to with this stuff? This is collectible stuff. What else have we got? Oh, this is interesting. This little Vesta case. Official memento of the visit of the Channel Fleet to Blackpool, 9th, 10th, 11th of August, 1907. Isn't that sweet? Tiny little match case, Vesta case with the Blackpool arms on there. Rather nice, isn't it? Model aeroplane there. And then onto some new bits I snapped earlier on this afternoon. Stepney tyres, enamel sign. Some vintage tape records. I think these probably work. I'll plug them in and see if we can get them work, but I think they probably do. Very good condition. Like a bit of retro technology. Gramophone. This is a polyphone gramophone, interestingly. That should be working okay. A couple of cabinet gramophones. These work. They were surprisingly loud. I was playing these this afternoon. There's a load of all these will come with a few 78s with them. Quite jolly 78s. A Doris Day blaring out of this one. That's quite good, those two. A nice radio. Again, I think it probably works, I should think. I'll try it. Sort of a floor standing, rather nice deco piece. Load of Coke tins. There's all sorts of, I know these are very collectible. Some of these are Olympic ones, different foreign ones, all sorts. So I don't know how I'm going to have a lot of them up. Just split them into a few lots, I should think. I don't understand Coke tins. Coke bottles the same, some rare ones, some metal ones, the top row there. Glasses again, some Olympic-y ones. So I'll probably put them into a few lots. There's a few people collect Coca-Cola stuff. You probably don't want to buy a whole load of glasses just to get one you're missing, do you really? But then again, I don't want to sell all individually. A load of Coke memorabilia stuff there. Again, I'll probably split it into 2 or 3 lots or something. You don't want to end up, you know, shipping a whole box full of stuff to get one bit, do you? Another gramophone, again working, sounding good, nice and loud. A couple of cast iron pub tables, or Britannia ones. The lady's head in them. Thick with paint, they want stripping really and repainting nicely. And they need a top. There's no tops on these. I'm sure we can make a top. A sort of film type light there. Works. Restored, repainted and everything. Plug it in. Some Cheroplane chairs. These make good garden swings. These hang up from your tree if you've got a nice big tree in your garden. Or put them back on the fairground ride, I suppose. Oh, here we are. Look, a quick pause on this one. So yeah, this is the bit of a mess at the minute. But the kind of mezzanine bit I put in the warehouse. So there we are. Shelves down either side. The stuff on the very top shelf is some of my junk, not for sale, and hanging up from the ceiling. A few odd fairgroundy bits. And put a pegboard wall back in, like we used to have in the elephant house as well, to put all the signs and stuff up on, because that's very useful. Pictures and enamel signs, and that will hang all those up. So, there we are. That's progress on that at the moment. A bit of a mess. Hopefully by next weekend it'll be slightly tidied up. And by the 10th, properly tidied up, so you can have a look round. So there we are. So that's where we're at on the collectible sale at the moment. Is the Vesta case hallmarked? I don't even know if it's silver, to be honest. I haven't looked. Don't think it's silver. I think it's probably plate. My bigger picture, my end. Yeah, I think it's a plated one. It's dated though, 1907. Visit of the Channel Fleet. Don't know what the Channel Fleet was. I haven't looked it up. 11th of August, 1907. There we are. Right, machines. Let's have a look. Where did I get to on the machines? Moment. Let me pull this up. Right, we've got a couple of enamel signs there. Look, Kaylee enamel sign. It's rather nice. Bit to hang on your wall. There should be a good batch of spares coming as well. Coins, the usual sort of stuff, you know. So, yeah, there's a nice little batch of electromechanical stuff coming. Chap sent me a couple of pictures. So I put a pause on it. So Dennis Jezard Mini Cascade Pusher, which I don't think they've actually sold a real one. We sold a couple of Paul Mitchell's excellent reproductions, but I don't ever think I've ever sold a real one. Let me just have a look. Have we ever sold a real one? No, don't think we have. Well, not since possibly back in the Huntington Racecourse days when the auctions were there, but not since I've been at the Elephant House and I had computerised records, put it like that. So there we are. All working, locks, keys, on penny. Nice condition, as you can see. There you go. Now this one, I've never seen this one before. If anybody else has, I've got a little video clip at it. Orbito. And it's by, hang on a moment. Where's the text message gone? Orbito. Made by Golding Automatics of Marks Tay near Colchester. There we are. So I'll show you a little video clip in a minute if I can get it to work properly. So it's on threepenny bits, and basically the disc in the middle rotates around and with slots in it, and they fill up the coin. So it's like a rotary Challenger type machine. The columns fill up, and when they're full, it tips them out at the bottom into the payout cup. Marvellous. Anybody else see one of those? Because I haven't. So that top 10, a rare one. This one, Jameson one with the records on there: Adam Faith, Cliff Richard, Elvis Presley, Billy Fury, Frank Ifield. What are you getting those for? You get a shilling for Elvis Presley, 6pence for Frank Ifield, 4pence for Adam Faith, 2pence for Cliff Richard and Billy Fury. There you go. It sold on eBay about 7 years ago. All right, the thing, the Orbito. Interesting. I don't have time to look at eBay. I'll show you the video clip in a minute. So yeah, top 10. The horse racy one. I haven't got pictures of that. What's it called? Derby Day, that's it. I think there's some other, like Jameson, you know, flashy light things as well, various different ones. I think some Formica and some in the earlier wooden cases, like the Rotafruits, and I'm not sure which ones. So I don't think they probably won't be here by the weekend, but hopefully next week sometime. I mean, sorry, the week after sometime. Also, some big stuff coming. There should be, hopefully by next weekend, should all be here. A pushy shooter. A working model, not sure which working model. Been having sort of brief odd text conversations because it's been a bit of a mad week, as you can probably imagine. Hopefully a green ray, not a green ray for a long time. A monkey climber. A peerless pictures. Lovely French crane. Various bandlets. I think some of them are sort of restoration projects, but probably sort of all there, but you know, kind of easy restoration projects. Couple of Brianses. And then I've got to, when I get time, go and see a chap who's got quite a few wall machines. I'm not sure exactly what. There's done a couple of nice early machines, I think, coming in hopefully next week as well. Again, I'm not sure what. These are just some quick text conversations half the time. I don't usually mention stuff before it's here, but because it's been a bit of a funny week or two, and next week is going to be as well, I'll chance my arm. All this stuff should come. There's no good reason why it shouldn't. They're all, you know, good regular collectors we've been dealing with for years. So if they say it's coming, then it should be coming. So yeah, it's looking like a good sale really. Hopefully a nice big bunch of spares of all sorts of stuff. Coins as usual. Yeah, so there we are. Let me find this little clip of this machine. Hopefully, if I click this button, it should work. There you go. This has got sort of a bit of a pin wheel at the top with a coin to clunk about, and drop in the slot. The filling slot there, just filled up, and then gets to the bottom and tips all out. Isn't that clever? It's a simple idea, really. How it works, must be something like little laps, I suppose, to fill up the slots. Tips them out when they're full. So, yeah. If I'm going to do this bit, you can probably get around pound coins, isn't that exciting, isn't it? Pound coins. There you go, what do you think of that? Good, isn't it? Oh. Back to there. Let's put us back to here for a minute. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, Jezard, yeah. I've got pictures of Mini Cascade, but there's no, haven't sold one. It's probably Paul's, I should think. There you go. What other machines have we got in at the moment? There's a few bits left over from last time that didn't go. We'll try them again. A couple of the earlier things, and then a few new bits in. The Elephant Treasure Caves. My test account here that I'll show you when I need to re-upgrade it, so I can't click on the pictures and make them bigger. I need to upgrade my own Colcom account, basically. So sorry about that. There we are. Right, should we have a look at the papers? So I noticed there was a story about Compton's, and there's a bit about Brian's as well. So look in the World's Fair, see what's happening in the fairgrounds first. Anything exciting? Fairground Safety Titans as new code is launched. This is from 1984, April 28th. So tomorrow, 41 years ago. Just about the new fairground health and safety executive thing. First Leisure gives Blackpool Tower a new lease of life. On Wednesday of last week, April the 18th, First Leisure Corporation's chairman and chief executive, Lord Delfont, welcomed a group of guests to what is probably his company's most well-known attraction, Blackpool Tower, and in doing so unveiled a £1.3 million facelift, which the tower has been given, along with several new attractions which have been added to the tower complex. Does it say what they are? Not really. Continued over. Blackpool Tower revamp. What have they done? I don't know if I can read through this quickly. It's quite a long article. Did the aquarium up, which of course is no longer there. It's now the dungeon, isn't it, where the aquarium used to be, I think. I never got to the aquarium, sadly. Black hole problem as crowds pack Alton Towers. Oh dear. On Tuesday evening, one of the cars on the new black hole ride at Alton Towers was brought to an emergency stop at the bottom of the Jetstar track. And the 4 occupants were injured by the whiplash effect. Oh dear. The emergency lights came on and Alton Tower's own emergency team of a sister, 2 nurses and private ambulance were on the scene in seconds, getting the passengers out and transferring them to ambulances from the local hospital. 1 was detained overnight, but all were discharged by Wednesday morning. Well, that was alright then. Does it say what happened? Not really. Engineers from Schwarzkopf manufacturers were flying in to help investigations to find out why it happened. Oh, there we are. Right, what else has happened? Exciting funerals. Don't know about funerals and weddings. They're a bit boring, aren't they? Let's see what was for sale. For sale with prices. That's what we always have a job finding. Right, let's have a quick look through and then we'll have a look at the old coin slot afterwards. A 6-tower inflatable castle, bouncy castle, £1,850. Set of children's swing boats. Recently repainted in first-class condition, £750 in Norwich. We've also got various Galaxian game boards, Donkey Kong Jr., Hunchback, Mooncrester, etc. for £40 each. Excellent. You know, 5,000 candy floss sticks for £36. How about a mini waltzer? 8 cars. Rides adults, 24-foot diameter. £1,800. A small children's roundabout, tows behind a car, ideal for carnivals, £440. 10 cyclomobiles, which are 4-wheel bicycles. Kind of a contradiction in terms, isn't it? But we know what they mean, a 4-wheel bicycle. Plus loads of spares, well used, but good money earners. £250 on your offer for the 10. Excellent. Kevin says, Blackpool Tower Aquarium was huge. Remember, they had a huge turtle in it. Other attractions, there was Jungle Gym, Soft Play. Loved that as a kid. It had a massive ball pit about 20 feet long. Yeah, I never went to really see any of that. I sort of missed all that, unfortunately. Don't know why, I just kind of never got there. What about a used Zera Flitzer roller coaster? 150,000 US dollars. It's in Germany. Four Honda ACT 70s, 1983 models. What are they? I don't know what they are. £32 each. Can't be much for 32 quid, could they? A children's ride, a trailer-mounted mini orbiter made by Modern Products, fully hydraulic, £1,500. Dodgems Arc. A Kinder Carousel juvenile ride, as new, 3 months old, £5,000. That seems to be it for the fairground stuff for sale this week. You'll know there's a few more bits. A Cinema 180 with film and lens, built in America, £54,000. A travelling polyp ride, 4 years old, fully decorated, very attractive, £125,000. A caterpillar ride, made by Bauer, good condition, £20,000. And a flying carpet by FAH, travelling model, 1982, £140,000. So it was 2 years old, £140,000. All in Luxembourg, those. Okay. Disneyland amusement complex in Southend. We've got ride sites and side stalls to let. And there's a site to let for 1984 season for Dodgem track on Frith's Beach amusement park at Prestatyn. Very handy. Okie dokie. Oops. Right. Celebrations in Coddle's Big Top. On the evening of April the 12th, following the night show, there was a big party in the ring at Jerry Cottle Circus on its home territory at Alston Moor Winter Quarter site in Weybridge. It served to celebrate not only Jerry Cottle's own birthday, April 7th, and that of Max Butler, his partner in the Joker shop in Chiswick, April the 11th, but also to christen the brand new Big Top, which had been erected that week for the first time. The handsome blue canvas round Big Top, 6 main masts and no quarter poles to obscure the vision, with a round cupola. Oh, excellent. The brand new seating has been especially built, like the tent, by Brian Austin, and fits the tent perfectly, running virtually to the ring fence and with no box seating. Jerry tells me that he's adding exit steps around the side walls linked to the wide gangways. There you go. Here we always have the party. What else was happening? Winter work revealed on unique fairground organ. 92 Kiva Beak, owned by Ray Loader of Mudford, Somerset. Originally built for Bob Wilson. What's unique about it? Don't know without reading the whole thing quickly. Anything else exciting for sale? No, I don't think so. Okie dokie, let's have a look at the coin slot. Kevin says the tower was better then, you could just walk in for free. Now that rip-off merchant Merlin owned, you have to pay extra fee just to get in. Yeah. I remember years ago wandering around the tower in bits that I really shouldn't have been in, right at the very top. The top of the back is like a big long conservatory thing, right at the very, not at the top of the tower itself, but the top of the tower building, if that makes sense. That was quite interesting. I think it was an old, I don't know what it was originally, like a cafe or something. Very nice. With a few other interesting bits. I just sort of went, accidentally went through a door that said no entry that happened to be unlocked. I thought, well, I'll just wander around until someone finds me and oh, terribly sorry, I'm a bit lost. Can you show me the way out? Type thing. But no one found me. So I had quite a good wander around. Some interesting bits. They do, oh, they did. I don't think they still do like tours around the bits of the tower complex that are not open, don't they? Which I've never been on one. I think Pete Williamson's done it. I don't think he's on tonight, is he? He said it was quite good. Whether they still do them or not, I don't know. Coin slot. Pioneer William Bryan dies, aged 90. One of Britain's coin machine pioneers died at the age of 90 at his home on Friday last week. Mr. William Edward Bryan was the founder of Bryan's Works, the Kegworth, Leicestershire-based manufacturing company. The funeral will take place on Monday at Kegworth Baptist Church in the village's High Street at 2:30. Mr. Bryan spent his early years apprenticed to Rolls-Royce, joined the Royal Navy at the outbreak of the First World War, and then moved on to the Royal Naval Air Service as an air mechanic in airships. Later commissioned, he transferred to the RAF in 1918 and was ordered to the DFC. After the war, he opened a garage in Kegworth and began to develop vending machines initially, and then amusement machines, beginning with the famous clock and then a wide range of wall-mounted machines. In more recent years, the company has been run by Mr. Bryan's son, Jim. There you go. That was 1984. There's a new safety code affecting kiddie rides. was new. See what's new out this week. Charmers Together. There's a picture here of Jim Bryan. I think you'll see this. Probably too small. Let's see if I can get it anywhere near the... not really, can you? But anyway, the picture there of Jim Crompton and Judith Chalmers. Remember Judith Chalmers from the travel programs? It says, Charmers Together. One charmer with another charmer. Jim Crompton pictured here at a variety club Knees Up with that Wish You Were Here look and holiday programme and TV personality girl Judith Chalmers. The car in the background. Well, that was the prize in the raffle. Unfortunately, Jim didn't win it, and that's a shame because, as our other picture shows, he could certainly do with a new motor. And there's a picture of a squashed car. That battered wreck of a Cortina with son John Crompton and friend looking as if he just sold it was, or rather is, Jim's. Unfortunately, someone somewhere obviously hasn't been smiling down on Jim lately. He parked it outside his home at Minster near Ramsgate, and when he came out in the morning, a tree had fallen on it and done the pictured demolition job. It's like completely squashed the back half of the car. It's a good picture. I have to try and scan it and see if I can enhance it. The trouble with old newsprint, they're you know, not the best of pictures, are they? Right. What else have we got in the paper? Let's have a look. Basil Dazzle. Well, that was it. That was new out last week, I think, wasn't it? Paul. We've got new machines out this week. Let's have a look. Jukebox. Arcades are not dens of iniquity, according to Henry. The mayor of Great Yarmouth hit back critics of the town as a holiday resort when he spoke to guests at the 37th Banquet and Ball of Bacta, Great Yarmouth and East Anglian section. Councillor Barry Coleman said, the press give a jaundiced view of the town as a resort. This council is 100% behind the leisure industry. Please don't be disheartened and give up by the bad comments. Etc, etc. So obviously somebody had been putting comments in about Yarmouth. Fancy that. There, no. Video jukeboxes. Oh. Video jukeboxes. Okay. Article about video jukeboxes. Maygay, the investor, is a new AWP. Got many new features apparently. Deposit account saves money, pays out when £10 is saved or all credits are used. Nudge bank save nudges from game to game on a 50-50 basis. Super drop, everyone's a winner. Save it, gamble, part or all win. Choice of gamble button. 50p payout. I don't understand those sort of machines. Bingo. Coin slot golf tournament at Glen Eagles. It's a bit posh, isn't it? Right. That was just happening. The world's largest coin machine exhibition, Milan Fair, brought what has been conceivably the longest exhibition season of the international market ever to a close this weekend. The 10-day exhibition, in fact, offered little to the coin machine trade that was new and treated industry visitors to a madhouse instead, with the general public turning the event into one enormous free amusement arcade. Oh dear. Saturday, April the 14th, saw the weekending Milanese turnout in force, determined to enjoy the sunshine and a tour of the massive Fiera di Milano with its innumerable halls, each specialising in different products. This was really the rub for the Italian trade. They wearily but politely ushered crowds of youngsters off their stands and reflected on the wisdom of taking part in what is a public exhibition. They have their own Enada show in Rome in October, which is the Italian equivalent of our ATEI, but traditionally have treated Milan as their spring exhibition. That is all very well, but if they want to deal directly with the coin machine trade itself, and in the welcome absence of the general public, then Milan Fair is not the place for it, etc., etc. Yes, imagine that, can't you? The biggest coin-op show in the world, trade show, and they let the public in to fill it up as a free amusement arcade. Not a clever idea, was it really? Right, anything for sale interesting? Let's have a look. Where's our top 10? Here's our jukebox top 10. Jukebox top 10 for 41 years ago this weekend. At 10, new at 10, Duran Duran with Reflex. At 9, Would Bees Pray Like Aretha Franklin by Scritti Politti, never heard of that one. At 8, Don't Tell Me from Blancmange. At 7, Rufus and Chaka Khan with Ain't Nobody. At 6, The Flying Pickets with When You're Young. At 5, SOS Band, Just Be Good to Me. At 4, Kool and the Gang with In the Heart. At 3, Lionel Richie still hanging around with Hello. At 2, Queen, I Want to Break Free. And at number 1, Phil Collins with Against All Odds. There you go. The jukebox top 10 from 41 years ago. Right, let's see what was for sale. Anything interesting? Okie dokie. Some jukeboxes. Rockola 447, 150 quid, and the 446, 150 quid. Space Invaders pin table, 225. A flash pin table for 250. Barcrest Lucky Line 5p, £100, and a Barcrest No Nudger, £60. JPM Each Way Shuffle, 50 quid. Lighter Nudge, 50 quid. Bellfruit Super Max Deluxe, £100. An Ace Starburst, 75 quid. A Bally Xeon pin table, 425. Videos, nothing particularly exciting in the videos line there. An Ace Nifty Nudger, 35 quid. Barcrest Spotlight, 35 quid also. Maygay Carnival, 40 quid. Superstars, 40 quid. JPM Frogget, £625. Bellfruit Quest, £400. Well, lots of Bally's here for sale. Super Blue Stars, 2p or 1p with 50p and 10p changes, 225 quid. New Bally Model Series 10 Acceptor. Then Las Vegas and Noughts and Crosses available. Quantity of Bally's from £150 to £400 each. Here's a job here. You could have been an amusement machine analyst with Truman Brewery. They're seeking an assistant to the machines manager working for our tenanted trade department. Your responsibilities would be to maintain a comprehensive machine income, processing and monitoring system, together with detailed machine records. Computerization is being introduced and will have a positive effect on the current systems. There will be daily contact with licensees, brewery management and machine suppliers. And for you get £8,250 a year, London based. There you go. Or you could be a general manager here, required by a prominent London-based leisure complex for a very large leisure complex in Blackpool. Applicants will probably be aged between 28 and 45 with a minimum of 5 years experience in the amusement trade at senior management level. Salary to £13,000 and negotiable with normal large company benefits. Wonder which very large leisure complex in Blackpool that was. Coral Island, probably. Barcrest Noughts and Crosses, 195 quid. What else we got here? Can't find any interesting pushes or anything for sale at the moment, annoyingly. Full tables, video games. What they got here? Streets Defender, 350 quid. Did Streets make a video game? Streets Defender, 350 quid. It's under video games. Galaxian, 75 quid. Scramble, 250. Cosmic Gorilla, £75. Space Invaders, 40 quid. All You Can See for £1,500. Well, that was in last week, wasn't it? You got a Whittaker's 6-player 2p roulette, a Mayfield Diamond Indy 400, an Alka Reflex Tester, a Brenco Poker Pairs, we get 2 of those, a Gower Point Light a Smile, 2 Crompton's Bullgum Dispensers, a Streets 3-player rifle range, 2 Streets Change Givers, an Allied's F114, a Woolworths Stamp Machine doubles, 3 of them, Woolworths Stamp Machine singles, 3 of those, a Sega Dive Bomber, a Jazzard single-player mini Cascade. Funnily enough, we had one of those earlier on, didn't we? One of those in the auction. Bally pin tables. You get a Bally Playboy, a Bally Delta Queen, a Bally High Deal, a Williams Travel Time, a Williams Gulfstream, a Williams Triple Action, a Williams Lucky Ace, and a Gottlieb Sure Shot. All of that lot for £1,500 from Majestic Amusements in Great Yarmouth. Everything must go. There you go. Who bought that lot? In the West Midlands, you could have a club fruit machine operation. Contracted sites, 2.5 to 3 years to run, and amusement sites. Average income, £175,000 per year. Large potential for additional equipment, i.e. pin tables. Early retirement force of sale. Doesn't say how much. We're in Morecambe. So in Morecambe, 215 Marine Road, you could have bought a rare opportunity to acquire a valuable freehold property of substantial size in central promenade position with frontage of 22 foot, depth of 80 foot, with excellent sales accommodation on 2 floors. Second floor, 3-bedroom vacant maisonette, presently used for the retaining of high-class china and fancy goods, but suitable for a variety of uses. With recent planning permission for an amusement arcade. Offers invited around 175,000. Or if you do want to go to Morecambe, you could have gone to Lincoln High Street. Most lucrative freehold amusement arcade. Substantial retail premises just south of the city's prime pedestrianised shopping precinct. Long established business with the benefit of all necessary planning consents and licenses. Average net profit over the last 3 years in excess of £20,000 a year. Price £87,500. My tea's gone cold. Which probably means it's time to finish and go make a new one. Let's just see if there's anything else. There's an inland amusement arcade, leasehold 15 years, located in a country town in the southwest. Fully equipped and operational with 26 pieces including £3,500. Rent a year, price £45,000. There's no price on that one. There's an amusement arcade, a 3-storey building on a 7-year lease. Rent and rate's £5,000. Turnpike Lane in London. Price £20,000. Or in Cornwall, a premier South Coast resort leisure complex with a large boating lake, a windsurfing centre, a car park, crazy golf course, an archery range, a fun bouncer and beach amusements. Beach trading rights on one of the most popular family beaches in the area, a licensed cafe restaurant, all held on a new lease at low rental. Turnover for latest year approaching 130,000 with excellent returns. Would suit a working family or a small group. Price 93,000. There you go. Right. Oh, there's a judgment in a poker hearing here. Following the injunction served on Kimball Ireland Limited by Norhout, the Northern Ireland Company was granted judgment in the High Court in Dublin in respect of copyright in the computer program in its poker machine. Norhout stated it did not seek copyright on the PC board and lodged £11,000 in preparation for pursuing its case against Kimball, expected to be heard in October. For Kimball, Mr. Jim McCann said he intended to contest the case with the utmost vigour. There we go. I think that's it. Smashing. Super. Right, there we go. There are still people who tuned in. That's amazing. So I think that's it for me. I shall go make a cup of tea. So this coming week, I'm not really around much because of the inquesty hearing thing and then the German and legal stuff and all that jazz. But next weekend, which I know is bank holiday weekend, but I should be around at the warehouse at Godmanchester, or can be for at least some of it, I think. So unlike you lot, I'm probably working all weekend. So if you've got stuff to drop off, you've got machines to drop off, or anything to collect, still if you've bits need collecting, get in touch if you want to pop in next weekend with stuff. Might be there Friday as well, possibly. Just depending how the week goes. I'm not sure if there'll be a video Tuesday night. Might be. See how I get on. Because court Tuesdays, I might not really be not in the mood for it probably. But if not, another live stream on Friday night probably. And then, as I say, by next weekend we should have quite a few machines in. Either at the end of the week or across the weekend. So don't miss next sort of Fridays and Sundays live streams. Basically, there we are. Super. Thank you very much. In the meantime, have a jolly week, whatever you're up to. So I probably won't. I might do Tuesday night. I'm not sure, but Friday should be for sure. Friday and next Sunday. So we'll catch you then, if not before. That's it. Nighty night.